Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. On this episode we are going to be doing a vlog tour of what you can get for about $400,000 to $500,000 in New Lenox, but I'm also going to drive around the town and show you what it is like if you actually lived here, because I believe a lot of times when you're relocating from another state, maybe just another town, you don't really know what it's like in that town. You're just kind of getting a snapshot from Zillow, looks what the houses are looking like. You can see that there are restaurants, but when you start to get an idea when you're driving up and down the streets, I think that's the best way to get an idea of that. So that's why I make these videos. So please like, subscribe if that's something you like. Let's check out this video. Comment below where you're from, and let's get started. Right now we are in the Royal Meadows subdivision of New Lenox. It is on the far western side of New Lenox. In fact, it's the furthest subdivision west in New Lenox before you get into Joliet and Manhattan. So let's go. Safety first, let's buckle up. I am hands-free. Let's go. So first we're going to be on Daniel Lewis Drive, and what you'll notice is just off to the left of me is the Country View Park. It has tennis courts, really nice playground for the kids, and there is also a skate park right here. So cool little skate park for the kids. I'm actually gonna hook a quick right. This is actually the start of another subdivision, which is actually a little less expensive. I actually did make a video about it. It is the Jackson Heights subdivision. Good place to live. I almost ran over a bird, if you just seen that. Glad I did not. Right up above though, you see those two red stop signs. Right beyond that is two fully stocked fishing ponds that my son and I do pretty darn well in. I'm gonna flip a quick U-turn here. Don't do that at home, it is illegal. Illegal. That's a sick bird. All right, moving on. Enough bad jokes from me. You can see the skate park up ahead, as I mentioned. Get another shot at it as we drive by it. I'm going to take you for a quick cruise through the subdivision. There are a couple homes that have just sold. There's one that's actually pending sale right now. As we drive by, you'll notice the My Box in the driveway. That one, it went for about $400,000. It's under contract for. You'll see it up ahead. Really nice quad level, fully updated, pool in the backyard, hot tub. Went really quick, under contract in only 3 days. Super common these days in this area based on the proximity to the park, the playground, and all the cool stuff you have around here. This subdivision, you're going to find most of the people have pretty well manicured yards. They take a lot of pride in it, and it definitely shows. I always appreciate it. So let's take a quick cruise through it. I won't bore you with just driving through the subdivision, but I just wanted you to see the level of home you will get between, I would say between 400 at the minimum, and some of these will go up to, in this subdivision, about 430, not very much more than that. This home right on the left with the white van, that one sold for around $420,000. Home on my right sold for about the same, and we are talking as recently as 6 months to 8 months ago, give or take. So okay, cruise down this way. Nice, you know, some mostly it's brick face. The rest of these homes will have siding on the backs and such. Not a problem for me, but they are very nice. Some big 2 stories, you get some quad levels, you get the occasional ranch that everybody is looking for peppered in as well. So yeah, got some cornfields ahead, as you can tell. One of the really cool things about New Lenox is it is pretty, it's still pretty rural. A lot of farm, you'll see, I don't know, I can't really tell you it's 50-50 farmland, but there's still a ton of this this land that is still being farmed, and I think that's a really neat thing. It feels like you're in the country, and slower pace, a lot of farms, pretty cool stuff. So the road we are on right now, this is Delaney. Delaney runs parallel with Laraway Road, which is one of the main arteries in New Lenox. If you come to New Lenox, you'll definitely be extremely familiar with that. Subdivision right to my left is Palmer Ranch. We are going to dip in here because I think you'll really like this one. Obviously, it is super close to the last one. It just backs up to it, but there is no direct way through. Baseball fields and the Palmer Ranch Park just to my right. These homes are awesome. You will find some of them that will tip up to the 550s. It just kind of depends. Some are bigger than others. Almost all of these are going to have full basements. Got the school bus here, so we are going to stop for that. Stop for that. Always safety with the kiddos. 2 kiddos in my house, so I definitely never mind doing this, and I can't stand when people don't do that. Stop for them. It's ridiculous. So always cool. Police officer must live here or something. This home's for sale, so we'll give you the property value on that one as well. But these are very nice homes as well. Again, this is the Palmer Ranch subdivision. Take it just for a quick cruise through it. I don't want to do too much driving just through the subdivision because I want to show you around town, show you how close you are to the not just the amenities, the places where you can dine, where you can go have a drink with your friends. There's a few breweries, a winery in town. They make it all there. Excellent places. We'll talk about that later. There's 2 metro stations in New Lenox. One is on this end of town. The other is on the far the far northern side of the town. So you have 2 of them, one on each end. Easy to get anywhere you need to. There is also access to I-80, and that's nice because it's right by this subdivision, which makes living here super accessible. Cool little pond there. Well, a lot of lawn care being done. Now it's right now we are in the end of April as I film this, so trees are still just kind of coming around. People are getting their lawns back in order, so not everyone is on par yet, but rest assured you will be able to. You see some travel trailers in the driveways. You don't see a lot of that. You won't see like a bunch of man, it's hard, even broken down stuff in people's yards. You won't see any of that in here, but you will see the occasional travel trailer. Everybody keeps it pretty clean, which is nice. I like the way that looks. It feels better. There's a lot of kids in the subdivision too. 2 years ago, my wife and I and my son, we went trick-or-treating in this subdivision, and it was packed with kids. It was pretty cool. Those police officers patrolling the area, making sure everything was on the up and up. No crime, no one acting stupid. It was cool. Had some of the parents serving food, some of them serving beer. That was pretty cool. So, you know, it's good community in New Lenox. I do love it here. Taxes in these homes are going to range. I would say the lowest you're going to find them is about $7,500 a year, and for some of these bigger 2-story homes that I said you might pay about $550 for, the taxes might get up to about $12,000. So you got some schools just up ahead. Now these are some of the newer schools that New Lenox has to offer. There are several schools in total, but we are going to hang a left right now, head out onto Nelson Road. Nelson is also a main artery of New Lenox. Does not run parallel with Laraway, however. So we're heading northbound now. So that is the Nelson Ridge, Nelson Prairie School, if anyone was wondering which ones those were. Very close to Palmer Ranch, Royal Meadows, Jackson Heights subdivisions. Laraway Ridge is just to my right. Also a lot of nice homes. There's a lot of townhomes in there as well. So we are gonna actually go, this is Laraway we're coming back up to. I'm gonna hang a right, and I will point out that there is a brewery to my left and also a bowling alley that is a ton of fun. We do a lot of kids parties there. But I want to take it past the metro station. So the metro station is just off of Laraway. It's a couple years old only, so super modern. And from what I'm told, I don't really take the metro. I don't go downtown very much at all. I really have no reason to go down there. I really like the south suburbs. But I'm told that that metro station is heavily underused, so it's very convenient. So take that for what it's worth. I'm just telling you what I've heard. One of the cons I talk about in my pros and cons video was all the road construction. Now, it's a con, it's temporary, so I'm not worried about it. But right now, where we're going right now, you got some road construction. I'm going 30, so I'm going even less than the thing. Just want to tell you all safety. Just kidding. But this gets blocked up. Sometimes you'll sit here for 15 minutes. My guess is in the next 6 to 8 months, this will be done, at least this chunk of it. They're making it much wider because New Lenox is growing, so they're building up the infrastructure to accommodate that. So pretty cool. PT Faro digger there. Jeep wave. Any Jeepers out there? If so, drop that in the comments below. We would love to know it. Gotta love it, man. Love Jeeps. So, got a nice gas station and car wash on the left. All right. So we're coming up right now. This is Cedar Road. Now, the original New Lenox is pretty much based around Cedar Road, but we'll get to that later. We're gonna, after we go to the train station, I will zip back and show you some of the stuff up and down Cedar, kind of the older part of the town, and then I'm gonna dip you through the common areas and my favorite subdivision, so you don't want to miss that. So do not, don't click away just yet. If I'm being boring, let me know. If I'm being obnoxious, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, ring that bell. You should do that now. While we're waiting for this red light, I'm at a loss of words, which is pretty uncommon for me. But yeah, I guess right, our time is up. Here we go. Here we go. Green light. Green Jeep, green light. I like that. So, gotta go slow. We got some construction workers. Let's give these guys a break. They work hard. Real hard for us. Harder than we probably realize. What they do is not easy work. So, hats off to them. So, you got some. This is the Metro tracks coming up. I will zip you through the parking lot, let you see the facility. And goodness gracious, I am talking a lot, getting dry. A little driving with my old knee. Chicago, forget about it. Okay, got a red arrow, so I cannot turn. So we do have a little bit more downtime, and that is good because I can tell you that just off to my left is Burcott's. Those are grocery stores you're going to find a lot out here in Will County. They're cool. They're full. You know, they got anything you could want. Produce, a meat market, all kinds of cool stuff. You also have Bada Bing's. That place is awesome. We go there every once in a while for just to eat. But when my wife has like family parties, she gets it catered, and a lot of times Bada Bing's gets our business because they never seem to make anything that's not good. So shout out to Bada Bing's. All right, here is the Laraway Road Metro Station. I will link up kind of a map to where this one will take you, because although they are two metro stations, they do not take you to the same place. So you will have to be aware of that. If you are relocating to Chicago, let me know where exactly you are going to be working, and I will try to find you the best solution for that. Won't be a problem at all. So you can park here. As I said, you'll notice, I don't know, was there, I didn't count it, but there's probably not 15 cars in the parking lot. And the parking lot was probably built for, I don't know, a few hundred spots, so that's pretty cool. So moving on, we're gonna get on out of here and head back out. And I'm gonna go back out onto Cedar, and I know the road construction is crazy, but I want you to see how it looks, because New Lenox has a really small town feel, and this part of it is the newer part that's getting built up and modern, and you do kind of lose a little bit of that. So Turn back down onto Laraway Road. Hit Cedar. Adjust the shades. And go. All right. So train tracks up here, construction is what it is. It'll be cool when it's fixed or done. So that's cool. Anytime they're making improvements, that means that it's a good thing, up and coming town that the government is putting money back into. So pretty good. So now I don't have my mic on, so if the audio is kind of shoddy, let me know. Comment below. I will not be offended. I do have a mic. I don't have it on. That might be why the audio sucks, if it does suck. So, making it wider down Cedar as well. Cedar pretty much is one lane each way. So if you catch a train, this can get backed up pretty darn good as well. A couple local businesses off to my left. This place rents bouncy houses. My wife, for my son's birthday party, gets something similar to that, little obstacle course for the last couple years. Kids absolutely love it. It's really fun. Did a dunk tank last year. I got dunked by like every one of my nieces and nephews. They love getting revenge on Uncle Paul. So, American Legion on my left. Love it. Good times. They got bingo. I don't do bingo. My mom does. My wife does. My mother-in-law does. She's not into bingo, but it's cool if you are. All right, some more train tracks. New Lenox is a train town. You will have a freight train that's going to hit those tracks. The other tracks are pretty much metro stuff, so nothing to worry about there. We are getting into the thick of it. This is part of New Lenox, a little less expensive. Up and down Cedar, these houses, they're a little smaller. There's a lot of frame ranches that are probably 1,400 square foot and less. Some have basements, some don't, but never fear, does not really matter in the long run. We're coming up on Illinois Highway. Also, a lot of cool stuff up and down Illinois Highway. In fact, I wasn't turning, but I'm going to turn and show you my favorite subdivision in New Lenox. I do live in New Lenox. I do not live in the subdivision. It is extremely difficult to get into. When a home comes for sale in the subdivision, it gets eaten up sometimes before they're even listed. There is just such a demand. It is the Wildwood Club Estates. It's not the most expensive. That's not why I pick it. It's clearly not even close to the most expensive. It's a really nice subdivision. Everyone keeps their homes immaculate. A lot of all brick homes, which that's cool to me. A lot of 3-car garages. But the real kicker is its proximity to the Village Commons, which is my favorite part of New Lenox, actually. And we'll talk a little bit about that, because I am going to cruise you through there because we'll be so close. But if you live in the Wildwood subdivision, you will be able to walk to the Commons and take advantage of what they offer, as opposed to having to take a 10 or a 15-minute ride, which might not seem like a big deal, but I don't know, I like the walkability of it, so that's why it's my favorite. So this right here is Wildwood Drive. We are going to take a quick buzz through this subdivision. It's Wildwood Drive. The end we're on right now is the Chadwick subdivision, just for any New Lenox purists that will correct me. I know you're right, but I still call it Wildwood. On the other end that we're going to head on down to, that is actually Wildwood Club Estates. These homes are really nice. There was one just for sale, this one on the corner here with the pickup. Our team just sold for $445,000. I want to correct myself. We had it listed for $430,000, got $445,000. Beautiful 2-story. Original owner sold it. Lovely, lovely family. Shout out to you, Angel. Thank you for your trust. Appreciate that. Moving on. Enough about me. So as you're looking around, you see everyone's nicely kept, but when we head down to the actual Wildwood end, you'll see the difference in the homes. These are great, but those are amazing. You're gonna find homes in the Wildwood subdivision. You're going to find them up to about 4,000 square feet, probably about the biggest you'll find it, plus basements. These are all above grade numbers I'm gonna give you. But you will spend, I would say, I've seen a couple homes come up for a tick under 400. When they do come up, they get multiple offers, because that to me is pretty low priced. But the homes that need nothing are going to go for probably a minimum of 450, and man, you might see I definitely see 550. You might see 600 by the end of the summer, depending on how close you are to the commons. So yeah, so right now we're on the southern end of the subdivision, just heading north, heading toward the commons. So right here is where Wildwood starts. You see the homes are instantly a little bit bigger, a little bit grander, a lot of custom stuff in here. Very nice. But like I said, when they come up for sale in this one, they're gone. So there is that. But love this subdivision. Beautiful in here. Gonna turn here. We're gonna head down Central Avenue. Show you some of these bad boys here. There's a home with a wraparound porch that just so beautiful. But it's not for sale apparently. So if you're thinking about relocating, again, not to kick a dead horse, but if you are in another state, another town, and you don't know much about the Chicagoland area, that's really what we do. We help people relocate into the Chicagoland area, and we love it. My wife and I and our real estate team, we help people every day do it, and having a lot of success with it and enjoying it along the way. I think that's half the battle here. Now, it's kind of interesting. Wildwood is incorporated. There's unincorporated, incorporated, New Lenox, and it's not like a clear-cut line. The lines are pretty well jagged. So right now we're in unincorporated. You've just seen a bunch of sidewalks. Now, as you've seen, sidewalks, no sidewalks, sidewalks, no sidewalks. All the houses look different. That is something you'll also need to consider. If you're just looking at pictures online, you won't know that the house you're buying might not have sidewalks. You won't know that the $500,000 home you are buying is next door to a $180,000 home. No offense if you have a $180,000 home, but sometimes your neighbors might have a boat in the front yard. I don't know. I can show you a couple instances of that in the unincorporated parts, which hey, my grandpa, when I was growing up, my grandpa, he lived in Midlothian, and he had like a boat in his front yard. So I'm not knocking those people, but when you're buying a home and making a huge investment, you cannot have that. You need to know. You need to have a realtor with boots on the ground that knows where each house is and what's going to be a good idea and what's not going to be a good idea to invest your money into. We did find a house in the subdivision we liked, but it was directly across from maybe the least kept home in the whole town, and that was such a heartbreaker because it was everything we wanted, except the guy was like had a collection of RV like camper tops for pickup trucks in his front yard. Not a good deal. All right, I'm gonna show you this. This is an interesting little if I can talk, intersection. A lot of people have trouble navigating this. It's a little S-curve. They're talking about putting a turnabout in it because no one can figure it out. I think it's pretty simple, but hey, we need a turnabout. I don't know. I'm not against a turnabout, but I don't know if we need it. So this is the original New Lenox. These little houses, this is where it all started. Right here, we're coming up to Illinois Route 30, also known as Lincoln Highway. You got a CVS pharmacy up ahead on the right, and kind of hidden behind that CVS and the Starbucks is another metro station. That's the other one in town. I'll throw a link to that where it will take you, because it takes you to a different location than the other. So we are going to hang a quick right here, because even though New Lenox is pretty rural, and I think you see that, we have everything you could need. We got like we got the Wally World, we have the Walmart, and we also are getting we're getting kind of stuck by a train, which isn't great. But all right, it ain't great, but it is what it is. We're gonna move on. I'll just start talking a little bit, and maybe we'll throw some clips of some cool stuff to go around here. So we have yeah, it's a whole new song. We have Walmart, we have Target, all the big box stores. We have a AMC theater. We have a ton of cool stuff in New Lenox to do while we're waiting for this metro train. So honestly, it's a metro train, so they move pretty quick. You can kind of see that. But yeah, the fire department's just off to here, off to the right. All right, train is over. As you can see, that happens pretty fast. Not too bad. Let's see. Old Mamakin up ahead of us is paying attention, just digging around. Am I the only one that watches everyone around me when they're driving? Comment. Oh, go. All right, here we go. So now you can see that CVS I was speaking about. There you go. We got a fire department and a bank off to the left. Red Wing shoes for all you blue collar workers that demand the highest level in shoes. Just kidding. New barbecue shop in town up ahead. Bourbon's Smokehouse. They are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so if you want some very good barbecue, make sure you do not want it on Monday or Tuesday, because they won't have it for you. But every other day of the week, you are going to get very good food. So also want to give a shout out here up on the right. If you need something done with your car, Midwest Wheels, they do like complete auto repair. I don't really know these guys, but I had a problem with a wheel. I brought it to them, they fixed it, and they didn't even charge me. They in fact wouldn't take my money, which I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of said a lot about their character. So I will be bringing this old Jeep to them when I need some service. So, but yeah, we got the Dr. George. If you have children and you're in this general south suburbs, you are going to know who Dr. George is. Everyone knows him. One of his offices is right there. We love it. It's 5 minutes from the house. So again, TJ Maxx, Ross, we got the Wally World, we got a Potbelly, Mattress Firm, surprise, surprise, Mattress Firm, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. In case your car breaks down, you got Chase Bank right there. Chipotle, if I'm saying that wrong, correct me, because everyone else does. Yeah, new gas station just got put up. Arby's. I love Arby's. There is a brand new one. They're not even done with it yet up on the right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, look at this. We got this old school van coming up. Looks like a Mr. T throwback. So, a lot of road, more road construction, but again, that's a good sign. I don't look at that as a negative thing. I look at that as a good thing. They are making things happen, and I like that. Go ahead and get your car washed right there. Going to take you to so now again we are on 30 Lincoln Highway. Main vein. This isn't just a main artery of New Lenox. This will take you through Frankfort, to Matson. I mean, it'll take you you know, it'll take you into Indiana, really, if you want. So a lot of mom and pop shops around here. I think that's pretty cool. Like this little tire shop, you can clearly tell that's not a big chain, which that's cool. Reclaim Fitness, my wife and I, I'm not gonna say we go there, I'm gonna tell you we have memberships there, but yeah, I'm not real devoted yet on my fitness. I will get back on that. Domino's Pizza, yeah, it's Domino's. There you go. If you like it, it's there for you. But here's one of the most important things why you would move to New Lenox: Lincoln Way Central. I talk a lot about it in some of my other videos. #1 high school for athletics in Illinois, and it is highly ranked. It's ranked A's and A pluses on niche.com, so check that out. That's not me saying it, that's niche.com. But excellent school. My son, when he gets old enough, he will go there, and that is the direct reason why we did move to New Lenox, was that school. So I am going to turn here because I want to show you. This is a neat little complex. There's a restaurant called Gatto's. It's an Italian restaurant, ironic enough. Also Remax 10 office in there. Wave to the office. Hello everybody. This there's a lot of neat little stuff in here though. Gatto's, very good Italian food. Pico de Gallo is a Mexican restaurant right around this little bend here. Very good food as well. A lot of little offices. Again, a lot of small businesses. You'll find that in Lenox. Tons of small businesses, small town feel. Gotta love that. We are going to now cruise through Schoolhouse Road. If you go much past Schoolhouse Road, you'll be outside of New Lenox. If you keep going, if you would have kept going on Route 30, you're going to be into Frankfort. I will make a full driving tour video of Frankfort as well, but for now I just wanted to show you that. We are going to turn here. I'm going to take you into the Wellington subdivision. $400,000 price range is there too. 400 to 500. Just kind of depends on how updated the house is. I know there's a nice all brick ranch in there now. It just went under contract. For $425,000, I want to say. But all brick, full basement, 3-car garage. Needed some updates, but for that price, pretty good value. This is a real nice little area. A lot of families around here. So pretty nice. Just take a quick breeze through here. Okay. Sorry for the dumb look on my face. Dip through here. What's over here? Let's take a look at these. Garbage day is on Thursday. Look at this house. Nice quad listed by my good friend. Hear that engine rev? It's a Hemi. No, it's not a Hemi. It's not a Hemi. Okay. Back on Schoolhouse Road, northbound, coming back up to Route 30. Again, I told you about that main vein. of New Lenox, and not only New Lenox, but the south suburbs of Chicagoland. Moving to Chicagoland, Illinois, getting relocated, hit us up. Our team helps people like you every single day. That's why we make these videos, because you don't know what you don't know, and I am here to tell you about it. And I'm not only going to tell you the good stuff, I'm going to tell you the bad stuff, the stuff I don't like. Probably not a lot of bad stuff in here, I really don't believe. But there's just things I don't like, so I'll tell you all that stuff. There's no reason for me not to. Again, I told you about the sidewalks. When my wife and I first moved here, we didn't even think of that. No kidding. We bought a house on Redwood Avenue, and a beautiful home. We loved it. 3/4 acre lot. Loved it. There was, a couple families with some kids around it. Didn't think much of it. No sidewalks. So our son, he's around 3 at the time, 3, 4-ish, and you want to ride your bike, you got to be in the street. Mama was not having that, so we had to find another area. So we found the house we're at now. We are in the Royal Meadows subdivision currently. Beautiful home right across from the park and all that good stuff. I did cruise through it earlier in this video. It's where we started. That's an amazing area. I've enjoyed it very much. Tons of great neighbors that I've made a lot of friendships with. But that area, this is another thing to consider. It's on the far west end. To get to the Village Commons, which I keep talking about, but it's because it's awesome. It takes about 10 minutes in the car. Not a big deal, but you can't just jump on your bike unless you really like to go on a pretty good bike ride, because you could do it. It's just me with Pete, my son now, he's 6 now. That's too far for me and him to cruise. Poor little legs would fall off. So, all right, again, seeing all the big box stores that we have in town, which is really why you don't need to leave. But again, if we don't have something here, we are right next to, again, Frankfort, Mokina. We have Orland Park, Orland Park is just like it has everything anyone could ever want, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's a water park, literally a water park. Amazing. Culver's, shout out to them. They always do a good job. Whitey's, gotta love White Castles. Maybe Waffles Cafe. I had that yesterday. Check it out on my Instagram. That food is amazing, and they give you portions that they're silly. They're so big, it's ridiculous. I'm glad they give you the portions like that, but you're like, holy moly. So not something really to complain about. I guess it's getting a lot of food. Dunkin' Donuts. So you have Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. So if you're about to jump on the train right up ahead, you can have whichever one is your favorite. You can go. You got them pretty close. So it's really hard to see the train station from here. It is just behind these buildings off to the right, though. It's right there. Brand new. They actually picked up and moved the old train station. It was a historical site, so they picked it up and moved it down the street to a farm. Name of the farm is escaping my mind right now. If you know which one it is, shoot that in the comments below. I'm having a complete brain fart. Sorry about that. Cary Animal Clinic, that is where we take our 2 golden retrievers. Can't say enough about them. They check them over, make sure that the pups are in good health. So grateful for them. So you're getting a little traffic. You're kind of seeing. What time is it? It's just before 2 o'clock. So it's clearly not rush hour. But with all that road construction, people are diverting from one road to the next, trying to save time, which is understandable. But now you're seeing it's making everything look congested. Typically is not this bad, but is what it is. So if you're still watching, thanks for sticking around. Sorry about some of the dead time. I'll try to keep that to a minimum. But so a lot of this is cute, nice little area. Some of these buildings here are over 100 years old. Off to my left and right. They've all been rehomed as businesses now. Chicago staple Aurelio's Pizza. We have one here in New Lenox as well. We got a KFC in town. The chicken sandwiches are awesome. I get them pretty much a couple times a week. Pretty damn good. Okay. So Heading back through town. I'm kind of glad we have this red light zone to take time to shout out my favorite place to eat and drink adult beverages in New Lenox. The White Horse Inn is just off to my left behind AJ's Hot Dogs, so it's also really good food. But the White Horse is super fun. They have a really nice beer garden. When it's nice out, you can go to it. They call it Sugar Island. And you can even bring your kid if you want, as long as you got a designated driver. But they do a cool little thing where they hide gnomes all over the beer garden. And if your kid can find them, they give him a huge sundae. Pretty cool stuff. So anyway, good food, amazing food, in fact, and a really cool atmosphere. It's kind of like the local spot to go to. So if you don't know, you just wouldn't ever think to go to it. When we drive by, you'll see it's very unassuming, but awesome place. Love it. Right next door is Paisano's. Really good food. They're an Italian restaurant, but man, they have really good ribs too, is what I've found. So cool. Whitmore Ace. If you have to get hardware store, I really like supporting local stuff, so that's why I go there. Now, here is my favorite part of New Lenox. This is on the other side of that WILDWOOD subdivision we were talking about, or I was talking about, the Commons. Loyalty Day Parade is coming up. So what the Commons is it's a circle drive that surrounds a pond and a concert venue that they built. We have the Old Plank Trail Bank, police station here, the library, Trinity Services is also located in this circle. But you're gonna see it's just really beautiful, and you're gonna see people walking their dogs, just enjoying the circle. I'm probably gonna go around it twice just so you can get a look at it. They're maintaining the grounds right now, but in this little circle, they do so much for us here in New Lenox with everything for your families and just fun for everybody. The Triple Play concert series this year, when I heard who was coming, I thought someone like photoshopped this lineup. I couldn't believe it. Starting off with Big Head Todd the Monsters for the first concert. The second concert, which is on July 23rd, is Pat Benatar. My wife absolutely went bananas, and this is why I thought someone had photoshopped it. My favorite music group is the Counting Crows. They are ending their world tour right here where I am driving. New Lenox, Illinois, Village Commons, August 27th, Counting Crows. It is not a joke. They are really coming. Absolutely love it. Park off to the right. But this is the Village Commons. It's just a circle drive. But all this green area, people fill this green area, and there's a shed where music is played. It's kind of hard to see from in the car, but awesome stuff goes on here. Let's see, let's cruise out to the back side. Here's where they play the music. Look off to my left. That's the stage. And everyone sits in this grassy area, and we just sit around. They have beer trucks sitting pretty much right where I'm at right now. This will be closed to any vehicles, but this entire area is going to be absolutely packed with happy people eating great food, drinking whatever the hell you want to drink, but there'll be plenty of beer vendors, wine vendors, tons of cool stuff. New Lenox Park District, another reason to move here. All the activities they have for the children. New construction going up on my left. If new construction is something you're considering as well, I got you covered there too. Let's go take a quick cruise to the newest subdivision going up in New Lenox. So it's not easy to get a new construction home nowadays with the pandemic jacking everything up in terms of let's turn down gear actually. Everything getting jacked up in terms of trying to get materials and such. it's just hard to get a new construction. Some of them are 6 months is not feasible any longer. Some of them now are 18 months out, I am told, but we will see. I'm going to take you through a quick cruise through a subdivision that they're just doing right now. They've only got, there's 4 houses built right now. They're actually in the midst of building those 4. But if you're interested in new construction, that's when I know we can get you in. So we're working with a couple people right now, getting them in. So. In case you're wondering where we're at right now, this is the Arrow Haven subdivision, Veronica Drive. Veronica. Okay, I'll stop. Okay. Beach Lane. We are gonna say hello to Beach and Gear. This house up on the left, look at that garage. Yeah, count them up, count them up. 6 car garage. Good Lord, love that. Okay, now we're on Gear Drive. Gear Drive is the subdivision that is kind of keeps Wildwood and the Chadwick subdivision that I love so much in check. It's those 2 are just off to my left, along with the Wildwood Park coming up on my left. Got a nice grassy knoll, basketball courts, sand volleyball, real nice playground. In fact, they got a lot of nice equipment here. New Lenox keeps all the parks. There's over 40 parks in New Lenox, which is kind of crazy. The town I grew up in, Alsip, had I say 3 parks in the whole town, so to have 40 here, it's cool because you always have something to do. But they have a nice park there in the Wildwood Park. Nothing to be ashamed of there. But it needs a fence there. Someone can help him out. Give him a call. If you're a fencer, is that a thing? All right, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Darby Farm. This is the newest subdivision. They're working on it right now. I'm gonna cruise you through this. We are gonna do this, guys. We are gonna do this. Okay, it's not gonna be that dramatic. It's not. It's overdoing it. Okay. All right. This is gonna be the model home. It's not done yet, but it's getting pretty close. Pretty close. So this is also pretty close to the Commons. Obviously, it's a couple subdivisions over from the Wildwood and Chadwick one, but it is a little bit further. It is walkable. It'd be a pretty good walk, but it would be walkable. But so you can pick out your lot. They're plotting them out right now. I am gonna take a quick buzz around here, and then we are going to. Holy crap, I knocked a couple molars out there. Do not worry about me. I will be fine. I do go to New Lenox Family Dentistry. These gentlemen, hard at work. Okay, so now I'm in the subdivision. You're probably like, okay, Paul, how much are these houses? So you'll notice the sign says new single family homes from the 400s. Yeah, they're from the 400s, right under the 500s. In fact, you will not find one of these for 400. These are all going to be mid to high 400s, and some depends on what you want to fill it with in terms of, you know, how much cool do you want to stack inside there, light fixtures, granites, this, that, flooring, all that good stuff. You can get up over 5, so not really that big of a deal, I guess. Depends on your budget, but just know that sign is, I've been told it's misleading. I'll let you decide. Comment below if you think it is. big rig. Get up in here. There he is. So you know you're a serious trucker when you have your first name painted on the door underneath the window like a race car. You know. Serious. So, again, we're going to end this tour pretty soon, but I wanted to show you the one last thing. I did show you Lincoln Way Central School, which does service the half of New Lenox, the other half of New Lenox, and it isn't split dead down the middle. We are going to go through this, guys, so I'm sorry for, that was an orange light, not so bad. However, up ahead is Lincoln Way West, up ahead. The second Lincoln Way school that services New Lenox. Lincoln Way East does not really service New Lenox any longer. So, Lincoln Way West, humongous school. I'm going to show you it. I'll zip you through the parking lot real quick, just so you can kind of get an idea of the size of this school. It's not very old. It's relatively new build, but absolutely beautiful. Again, amazing athletics, amazing academics. Check it out on niche.com. Lincoln Way West High School. Down here. Jeep wave. She did wave. They waved. I've seen it. Wow. Okay, we're all safe. The driver's ed cars look to all be parked. Let's take a quick dip through the parking lot. Student pickup and drop off. We are going to turn here. Give you a quick one-way tour. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful school. Goodness.